Yo, yo, what's going on, everyone? Peace, peace. Da 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 da. Da. Excuse me, my Twitter just popped off. What do we have here? Ah, see, I was just tweeting Forbidden Planet on the guys on Twitter because I wanted to get Doctor Strange Masterworks Volume 3, but the issue was they're releasing the Doctor Strange Omnibus, and I assumed that it would have Volume 3, but I've been told it has only Volume 1 and 2. So either I dish out a very large amount for this Volume 3, or I have to wait until they release Doctor Strange Volume 2, which incorporates Volume 3. So that really sucks because I really want Volume 3, but it's too expensive and I can't afford it at this precise moment. But, oh well. So, going back, peace, 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 everyone. What's going on? Welcome to another episode of the Two British Nerds, hosted by myself, the DJ Sava, that's CAVA. Remember, hit me up on the Instagram at Two British Nerds with a Z, Twitter at Two British Nerds with a Z, and the YouTube page, which is going up and down slowly. Two British Nerds with a Z, and I'm hoping to push this podcast. Well, not hoping, I will be pushing this podcast to its limits and beyond the limits once I get my Canon probably 70D or the E7 camera. So video podcasting will be coming pretty soon. I've been saying that for months. And of course I'll be getting my GoPro cam to take to all the UK Comic Cons, which are not really that great apart from the MCM, which I'll be going to hopefully this year on the 25th, 26th of May, which is the day of my birthday, 26th of May. Shout out to Nia. Big up all the crew north, south, east, and west. I'm having a nice, beautiful transition period right now. I'm feeling very happy, very excited. I'm very excited about what happened this Tuesday, and that was regarding Marvel dropping the Doctor Strange teaser trailer, which I will go into in a few minutes or hours. I'm already playing. But first of all, let's go into just what's been happening within this week. So it's been officially confirmed that Fox are going ahead with Deadpool 2. It's been confirmed that Deadpool 2 is coming soon, as they say. I'm pretty happy about that, considering the movie was in Deadpool, the original Deadpool movie, the first Deadpool movie was in production was on limbo for like nearly 10 years, and when it finally came out, it really blew up. It stayed true to the character. It was amazing. Ryan Reynolds was dope as Deadpool. He is Deadpool. The acting, the humor, the way the substance, the way they stay true to the character, keeping it raw, keeping it R-rated. It really portrayed Deadpool for who he truly is, and that is a merc with a mouth. They only had 49 to 50 million as a budget for the movie. That's actually a low budget movie, and it cleared over 600 mil. So good job, Fox. Now, you could have easily have done this for the Wolverine movies. You could have easily done this for the X-Men movies. So I guess Fox are now see now that Deadpool is a success. They'll be implementing quote unquote these ideas into their future movies, which is get the people that are doing the movies, just make sure they're into the comics, and they actually, if you're going to change stuff in the movie, fine, but stay true to the characters. And this is what made Deadpool so great, because it actually, repeating myself, but it stayed true to the character. So Deadpool 2 is going ahead, and it's coming out, I believe, I did have the dates right. It's coming out, man, it's coming out this month on Blu-ray and DVD. Actually, let me just pause and actually go back. It says it's actually made 754 million, and that's pretty much closer to a billion. So great job, man. Amazing movie, and I will be purchasing this on my on my iPhone and on DVD when it comes out. I believe the Blu-ray version has an extra 2 hours of uncut footage, documentaries and so forth. So if you're a Deadpool fan and you enjoyed it and you wanna get a souvenir, get the DVD, because I'll definitely get in the DVD. So that's Deadpool. Uh, Also, we've had confirmation from Kevin Feige, president of Marvel Studios, that actually said that Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is up there with Phase 4, which literally means that Guardians of the Galaxy is part of Phase 4. And that's pretty cool, because I just assumed, that Guardians of the Galaxy 2, even though it's just started production, I assumed that would be like the sequel, and that would pretty much be the end of the Guardians of the Galaxy team. But looks like we have more plans for them in Guardians of the Galaxy 3. So I'm really happy, because Guardians 1 was amazing. I remember when the movie was about to come out, there was a lot of people criticizing it, especially in the media, saying that James Gunn hasn't done a good job of the movie. Before the movie was even out, how the movie was going to totally flop. They assumed it was going to be such a bad movie. It hit opening day. It made a lot of money. A lot of people watched the movie 3-4 times. I watched it twice. I could easily watch that movie again and again and again. It was humorous. It was funny, and it was a comic book movie. I believe it cleared 500 mil, about 500 mil or more, if I'm not mistaken. So Guardians 2 will make a lot more money than Guardians 1, just because of how the first movie was received by the audience. And Guardians 3, if it is up there, like I said, because Figgy did say it's up there, boy, we're gonna have a lot more fun with Star-Lord, Gamora, Drax, Rocket Raccoon, Groot, and of course maybe we'll see Baby Groot. And then they've also confirmed they've got Sylvester Stallone playing the Ravager. I assumed that he was actually going to play a Nova Corp, the helmet, quote unquote Dread, but apparently he's playing the Ravager. So we'll see how Stallone performs in in Guardians of the Galaxy 2. And I really can't wait for that movie to basically. Really, really can't wait for that movie to come out. It's one of my favorite Marvel movies. Pretty cool. I would say this just to jump off the subject real quick, because I'm a Gemini. I like to, I don't stick to the topic, which makes me a bit. I'm not two-faced. I just have two things saying the correct things at the same time, which kind of gets me in bad situations sometimes. Anyway, for me, the best Marvel solo movies has to be Captain America. Out of Thor, Iron Man, and Cap, I would say basically Captain America has basically the best solo movie, because it has politics, action, drama, and it's just his movies have been totally dope. So for me, they're the best ones that Marvel have produced regarding the solo Marvel movies. Okay, so where was I? I just jumped off track, man. So I have to go back on my notes, because I've been talking too much. So yeah, we're going from Phase 4. Also, regarding Infinity Wars, it has been confirmed that by the Russo brothers, officially confirmed that Star-Lord and Thor will be making their appearance in Infinity War. I can't imagine. Thor, I was like, yeah, okay, Thor, you'd expect Thor to be there and so forth, but Star-Lord, is he gonna be with the Guardians? Are they gonna make a cameo? Is Star-Lord gonna make a cameo? What really makes me I'm getting tongue twisted. What makes me interested about this movie is the fact that, again, what the Russo brothers also did say. They said Infinity Wars Part 1 and 2. A lot of people were saying, they were going to be, it's like a Part 1 and Part 2, like Justice League Part 1, Part 2, or like Lord of the Rings Part 1, 2, and 3. They were like, no, they're going to be two distinct separate movies. So that got me thinking, if you're gonna have the Infinity Wars with Thanos and so forth, I'm assuming if they're incorporating Star-Lord and he deals in space and so forth, then essentially they're gonna have to set part of the movie in outer space. So that'd be pretty cool to see that aspect of the Marvel universe, the teams and so forth, fighting in outer space, and then coming to Earth. Or maybe not. Maybe the event won't even be held on Earth. You never know. But I'm really, really excited to basically see. Really excited, really, really excited um, to see um, what they do, man. What they do. Like you got an Infinity War, because it's like people that don't know this. All the Marvel movies you've seen so far, from Phase 1, 2, and 3, is basically a accumulation to Infinity Wars 1 and 2. So basically, it has always been building up to this one big event, which is the Infinity Wars. Which is the battle, which is the Infinity Gems, Thanos, and it's coming to an end. So Phase 4 will uh, be a complete new phase. Because I know Figgy was saying there'll be no more Captain America, no more Iron Man, no more Thor, no more Avengers, but the concept of the Avengers will still stay. So I'm assuming, I believe the Russo brothers said that there will be like a secondary Avengers team and so forth. So it's going to be very interesting. I believe in that's a long away. 2019, I believe that's when Inhumans is coming out. And Figgy did actually say, it's another announcement which confirmed that the Inhumans movie has been pushed back. Um, so I'm really, really looking forward to see what transpires between now and 2019, because Inhumans is like, it's like, how now, X-Men is Fox have the rights to the X-Men. So the Inhumans is like Marvel's way of saying, you know what, cool, you guys have X-Men, we have Inhumans. So it's gonna be a pretty cool. If you enjoy X-Men, you really will enjoy Inhumans, because it's the same type of vibe, slightly twisted, the energy is slightly different between the characters, but the concept is still pretty much there. And to see someone like Black Bolt, is amazing. Medusa, Lockjaw, pretty cool, man. If you guys do want to know about the Inhumans, you can pick up, I believe, come with the title. Maybe it's called Inhumans or Inhumans Volume 1. Just type in on Amazon Inhumans Stanley graphic novel, and you'll get the graphic novel. And pardon me, that's actually the origins of the Inhumans, which is pretty cool. It's totally amazing, man. Right, let's move on to right. Actually, there's this new. I saw this just about half an hour ago. Right, there's like a Russia movie that's coming out, and it's coming out in 2017, and it actually incorporates the first time in Russia they have, I believe, they have superheroes. And I just watched it, like I said, half an hour ago. It looks pretty dope. The movie is called Guardians. When you see the trailer it actually has the English subtitles. I'm like, this is cool, man. But the effects, the way you kind of get caught into the storyline, it looks pretty damn good, man. Like, it's not Marvel, it's not DC, it's independent, and it looks pretty damn good. It's like a team of superheroes fighting the evil, man. And it looks pretty cool. There's one guy he looks like King from Tekken, pretty cool, pretty amazing. If you're into that type of thing, like myself, I mean, I guess you'd really like it. I'm definitely gonna watch this movie when it comes out in the cinemas. If it doesn't come out in the cinemas here, I'll buy a copy. I'll find a way to stream it or something, because I have to you know I have to watch this movie, man. So it's pretty cool. Right. So let's go on to, one thing I wanted to touch on before we get onto that. I mean, look, I'm a Marvel fan. I'm a DC fan. I know Civil War's coming out like maybe in 20 days, 21 days, and so forth, right? But come on, Marvel, please, man, please. You're releasing too many mini trailers. Like, they've released a minute of Bucky fighting Team Iron Man. They've released, Cap in his like 1 minute, 1 minute clip, him and the Falcon and Scarlet Witch fighting these people. I'm like, cool, man. Look, I'm a Marvel fan. I do love Marvel, more than DC because like I've always said, I've always grown around Marvel, but I do like DC, But come on, man, you're doing too many trailers, too many TV spots. No one needs to see that, Like stop it. You're spoiling the movies. People don't want to see it. They want to be, I don't want to see TV spots of the Black Panther. I want to see him in action. You don't want to be seeing those type of things you know, on 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 what do you call it, on the TV spots. You want to go into the movies and watch it. Yeah, teaser trailer, first trailer, second trailer. That's what we need to do. We don't need to be basically we don't need to basically be seeing like so many little um mini trailers. It takes the buzz out of the movie, like it really does. So please, look, please stop it. We don't want it. I don't want it. Right. So let's go into a bit of DC news. Right. So Suicide Squad trailer came out. The second trailer came out, I believe it was last week. And I kid you not, I watched it. I was like, you know what? Hands down to DC. It looks pretty cool. You saw more humor, more action, more intensity, because the first trailer was very, very dull. It was very like moody and gloomy. You didn't really see that much. But this one, you see more action, more carnage, more humor, and it won me over because I was gonna watch. I'm gonna watch it. Suicide Squad. I watch all the movies regardless. But when I first saw the first trailer, I was like, oh, okay. I was like, okay. When I watched the second one, I was like, cool. Harley Quinn, even Will Smith as Deadshot, which I'm still not really sold on. Did a pretty good job. You saw more powers, more abilities from the gang. It was pretty cool. Like when I look at Suicide Squad, like it looks cool, man. It does really cool, and I just think, me personally, that it would do much better than Batman and Superman. Batman vs Superman, because the way it's gone down with Batman vs Superman, it hasn't gone down very well with the fans. I watched it. It was an okayish movie. I'm not saying it was terrible and whatnot, but there's a few things that didn't really add up. Some things I enjoyed, some things I didn't. But it didn't sit with DC. Yes, it's nearly cleared, I believe, $1 billion, but it hasn't sat well with the people, and that is the fans. The fans are not not happy, man. They are really, really not happy with the movie. So I guess regarding regarding Suicide Squad, it'll probably be the movie that pretty much I guess that saves DC. Because so far, Man of Steel 2, Batman vs Superman, basically has not done that for DC, and they really need something, basically to bring them back to the to the top. So I can't wait for Suicide Squad. I just want to see, because it's like potentially it's Marvel. Sorry, Marvel. It's DC's first team up movie, essentially. When you saw Man of Steel 2, Batman vs Superman, same thing. It was a kind of a team up, but that was right at the end. It was kind of like an accumulation. Again, going back to Batman vs Superman, for me, it was just a build up to Justice League. So hopefully, Justice League has to be good, man. They cannot mess up Justice League whatsoever. They really have to make sure that it's a done movie. So yeah, man. DC, man, you gotta do it. What else? Next up. Yeah. So essentially, I'm saving the best to last. And I essentially did this podcast because I really wanted to just speak about the Doctor Strange trailer, because for me, he's one of my favorite he's one of my favorite Marvel characters, because I love the occult scene, I love the magic, I love all of that. So That's why I've always loved movies like or comics like Thor or like Lord of the Rings. Even it has that like that type of occult mysticism or magic to it. Or for example, I loved playing Zelda on the Nintendo 64. Man, that was an amazing game. You know, it had the magic, the elements. It was just so dope. But Doctor Strange for me, he's an amazing character because he's the only guy in the Marvel universe that actually deals with the mystical black arts. So you know, people that don't know, he deals in magic, but he actually there was a point in Doctor Strange's comic career where he actually went into the black magic. You know, so he's dabbled in both aspects of magic. He's basically he's an amazing humble character. Well, he wasn't humble before. Before he was the master of the mystical arts, he was a very egotistical, very arrogant surgeon that was really disliked by everyone due to his ego. He was one of the top surgeons on the planet, but his ego messed him up. Uh, let's go into a bit about Doctor Strange before I literally go into the um before I go into basically the trailer itself. So I'm just on Wikipedia just to read you guys his powers and abilities. So I'm gonna read this off to you real quick. It says Strange is a practicing magician who draws his powers from mystical entities such as Agamotto, Cataract, Ialkin, Oshata, whoa, Ragador, Awatawum. See, that's some serious spells there, you know. Who lend their energies for spells. Strange also wields mystical artifacts, including the Cloak of Levitation, which is his cloak that he wears, which enables him to fly. The Eye of Agamotto, which is basically the pendant, you know, that he wears around the eye he wears around his chest, whose light is used to negate evil magic. The Book of Ajanti, I love that book because it has so many spells in it. It says which contains knowledge of white magic, and the Orb of Agamotto, which is used in the crystal ball. That crystal ball it can let him see what's really happening in the world. Dope. In addition to his magical abilities, he's trained in several martial arts disciplinaries and has shown proficiency with numerous magically conjured weapons, including swords and axes. Strange was Strange was a skilled neurosurgeon before nerve damage impaired his hands. Doctor Strange is described as the mightiest magician in the cosmos and more powerful by far than any of your fellow humanoids by eternity. The sentience of the Marvel Universe, he holds the title of Sorcerer Supreme from 1973 with the death of the Ancient One to the present. Except during an interruption from 1992 to 1995, he relinquishes the title once again in 2009, but reclaims in 2012 when he proves himself willing to protect the world even without the title. And you know, so from 2012, that was his current issue, and then he just came back. I believe. Oh wow, was it last year? Yeah, last year. No, January. From Jan, basically, that's when his comic book got revived again. So currently the current Doctor Strange book is written by Jason Aaron, and I'm collecting it because I'm a huge Doctor Strange fan. I will tell you, man, like it is a very very deep book. It is basically a very deep book. I do prefer the old comic book runs, and because they're very potent, they're very nice, they're very light, and they has the essence, you know, because that's when he was first created. So you know, just so you guys know, if you want to get stuck into Doctor Strange and know about his origins and so forth more than what I've literally told you here, please pick up Masterworks. I have it in front of me. Marvel Masterworks Doctor Strange Volume 1 by Stanley and Steve Ditko, and I guarantee you, like, it's a really really cool read. I'm actually halfway through Volume 1, and I've got Volume 2 as well. So get Volume 1. You have his first appearances, for example, where he made his first cameos and so forth in the comic book scene, and then you know you get introduced to Strange in his first ever comic book issue run, and it's very cool to see how he is, what he's like. And it's just amazing, man. As a character, he's amazing. He is. I just love his name, Doctor Stephen Strange. You know, he's cool. Apart from the abilities I've said here, he can, quote unquote, like I said, he can astral project, so he can leave his body for only 24 hours. If he doesn't return to his body within 24 hours, he will die. Uh, he's versed, like I said, in black magic, white magic. He can do telepathy. He can do auto suggestion. He can stop you by stopping your mental body, which is basically your mental body is your mental self. You know, he stops that. He can control you. He can time. He can bend time. He can go through portals. He can conjure up entities. He can do anything with the flick of his fingers and the power of his spoken word. So that's Doctor Strange for you, man. Seriously, you guys think Constantine is nuts? You seriously need to pick up a Doctor Strange comic, you know, to really see the power of the man himself, which is basically, you know, Stephen Strange. So yeah, man. Doctor Strange Masterworks Volume 1, which is still available to buy. If you can't get the Masterworks version, which is like this one of the silver cover, which is the main one, you can actually get the reprint. Same thing, but it's a reprint. And it's actually cheaper, but I had to get this one, the silver one, because I got it when it came out, which was about a year ago. And basically, it was a reprint of the original. So it's not a second reprint. They just reprinted the original Masterworks reprint. Sorry, they just reprinted the original Masterworks. Again, that's the thing why Marvel Masterworks are so expensive, because Marvel reprint like maybe like every 10 years they reprint they reprint like a volume 1 of a certain character. So I believe the last time this was out was like 2003, you know. So I have it in my collection. I can't wait to go through it again. And yeah, so let's talk about, you know, Tuesday. So Tuesday Marvel dropped the Civil War trailer. It was totally, I was like, yeah. As soon as I saw the Marvel logo go from red to black, I just knew that it was gonna be, it was gonna have a dark tone to it. You saw the origin story at the beginning of it, you know. You saw the man himself, Doctor Strange. You saw the voice of Baron Mordo saying to him, "Whatever you thought you believed, wipe it out, my friend." You know. You saw him go through his initiation with the Ancient One, and the effects they used in that was dope. Like, it was all mental, and that's the thing. When you understand the basis of magic and the occult scene, or when you read the Doctor Strange, you know, Masterworks Volume 1, you find that it's all to do with the mind. So a lot of people on Twitter were commenting on Facebook saying, yeah, it's a mixture of Inception meets The Matrix. Yeah, if you look at it from the effects point of view, it looks like but really and truly, you know, you're going into the mind, the capacity of what the mind can do once it's opened up 100%. You know, so it is, you know, metaphysics is incorporated into this Doctor Strange trailer hardcore, man. Like, it was amazing. The bit where he mentions, he goes, I don't believe in chakras and energies. I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. But they mentioned that, I was like, whoa, this movie's gonna be dope. For them to portray and say chakras and energy, I was like, yeah, these guys have it on point. But yeah, the effects were cool. The storyline, I mean, just to give you the teaser of the story, was pretty cool, man. And I loved it. I was like, yes, finally, one of my favorite characters is actually getting his own movie. So, you know, what a nice time to be living, guys. Look, we have Doctor Strange, his own movie, Black Panther, his own movie, Spider-Man is in the Marvel universe in Civil War. So is the Black Panther. It's like it's a cool time to actually be a comic book fan. You know, to see all these characters coming at once. Cumberbatch looks amazing as Doctor Strange. He just looks like Doctor Strange, which is really, really cool. His persona, because he has that sort of energy where his expressions are like, can I put it? They're like blank. It's like when I saw him basically in Star Trek, you know, when he played Khan. Um, but I was like, yeah, yeah. He looked dope. He looked pretty dope, and I'm just happy about the whole trailer, man. Like it was just so cool. I was like, the bit where the ancient one grabs him, pushes him, and he flies through, and he flies through the sky into the city, and all the cities are like they're twisting and turning. He lands back in the ancient one's temple, right? And then he just drops and he's like, teach me. I'm like, yeah, because I really want to see if they actually incorporate how the initiation process works. You know, how the ancient one actually initiated him in the movie. In the movie if they're gonna do it. But it was outstanding, man. I mean, for like a under a 2 minute trailer, it had a dark tone. It was dark, had action. It actually gave you the feeling that you were reading a Doctor Strange comic. You know, you actually feel like, yeah, this is Doctor Strange. You know, which is pretty amazing, man. You actually see for a few seconds, if I can remember correctly, um, pardon me. Um, I'm actually trying to go on. Oh man, I'm trying to find the. Right, let me see if I can pull this up on my iPhone because I was gonna refer to someone within the movie and I've totally like um forgotten for forgotten their name, which is really bad because okay, got a strange cast. Right, here we go. There we go. She can't be interesting. Right, there we go. The man himself, Chiwetel Ejiofor. I believe I pronounced that wrong, but he's the dude from 12 Years as a Slave. He's actually playing Baron Mordor. Now, for all you people that don't know, let me drop it like it's hot, right? Get me? Yes. Baron Mordor in the comic books is stronger than Doctor Strange because he's actually the first apprentice that the H1 takes and initiates. Doctor Strange comes on after. So they've spun it because like in Baron Mordo is a white dude, but they've actually portrayed him as a black dude, and I understand why, which is pretty cool. You know, because you're dealing with the Moors, you're dealing with diversity and so forth. But you know, I'm not gonna go into that metaphysical tip because I'll be here for like nearly 2 to 3 hours. But he is actually the strongest. He is actually stronger than Doctor Strange. So I really want to see the energy that they take upon Baron Mordo and how he's actually being treated basically in the how his character is developed and how he actually is, you know, in the movie. I really hope they do portray him as stronger than Doctor Strange because that's how he is in the comics. The only thing, the difference between him and Strange is Strange always beats him because Strange uses his mind. Well, Baron Mordo, he's like, I've got the power. But then if you don't have the mind to utilize and focus and channel the energy forward, then your power means nothing. You know. So yeah, I mean, again, the trailer was cool, man. I mean, I was like, yes. My hands. I watched it at least twice. Even a friend of mine that isn't even into comic books, he called me up and he was like, Doctor Strange, but he goes, Doctor Strange. I was like, yeah. He goes, I'm watching that. Now, another thing I wanted to say about Doctor Strange is, and this was said by Kevin Feige, president of Marvel Studios, that they'll be using some serious new visuals for this movie that they've never, ever used in Marvel period. So that being said, guys, I'm recommending this movie in the IMAX. I am recommending this movie in the IMAX. So, hey, take my word for it. If not, but I don't care. I'm gonna have to go watch it in the IMAX, guys, because I have to see Doctor Strange and I have to see Doctor Strange in his capacity, you know. In the zone, man, I have to be like, yeah. Doctor Strange, man, pretty dope, man. I'm really loving it. I'm really loving this. I'm really loving to see that the occult magic scene surface up. It's about time that Marvel did this because they've never done like I said, uh, you know, a movie that involves a occult scene or magic. And you may have seen a bit of it when you watch, for example, I don't know, Thor. But Doctor Strange, man, he's ill. He's literally like he is, according to Sorcerer Supreme, the master of the mystical arts. Woo! Jeez. Jeez. So, again, if you haven't seen the trailer, please check it out. It was just the tone about it was just dark. The tone about it was a dark feel. It was like you were actually seeing Strange for you seeing the strange energy about Doctor Strange in that trailer. It was just so amazing. And the reason I love it so much because I'm a comic book fan of Doctor Strange also. So when I saw this, I initially I can relate to it. But like my friend of mine, I saw it and he's not a comic book fan. Well, he is, but obviously he's not like doesn't read comics and so forth. But it was like, yeah, he goes, I'm watching this because he was like, yeah, it was funny because a friend of mine texted me and he said he was watching the trailer. He was watching the trailer on YouTube, right? And then I think someone on Facebook, no, sorry, someone on YouTube commented and said, DC, do you bleed? Oh man, DC and Marvel war is endless. I like both. I prefer Marvel more because I'm a Marvel fan. Like I said, I grew around Marvel, but apart from that, it was an amazing trailer. Thank you to everyone literally that worked on the movie. From get a big shout out to let me see if I remember this guy's name. Scott. Okay, I think I found him. Here we go. Scott. Oops. Where is he? Right, I think I found him. There we go. No. Oh man. Scott Derrickson, I believe. Here we go. Yes, sorry. It took me a long time to find out. Big thank you to Scott Derrickson. Scott Derrickson, who's actually the director of Doctor Strange. Shout out to Benedict Cumberbatch. Shout out to the Marvel crew, Marvel Studios, Kevin Feige, of course Stan Lee, everyone in the Marvel Universe, for putting this together. And of course, big thank you to all the fans like myself that read the books and actually pump money into the Marvel system for these movies to be produced. Shout out to the shareholders in Marvel. Yes. But yeah, amazing trailer. I just loved it. I was like, yes. My reaction was like, yes. When I saw him going through the initiation, I was like, dope. And they didn't show him doing anything, no magic, no nothing, just him going into that temple and meeting the ancient one. I am definitely gonna be watching this movie when it comes out at the end of this year. Amazing movie. Doctor Strange, because I am strange. That Doctor Strange, an amazing movie. Big up everyone. Big up all the crew, north, south, east, and west around the world. Marvel, DC, Image, Dark Horse, POW, IDW, and everyone else. It's myself, DJ Cyber, the two British nerds, signing out. Catch me next week. We'll be going into more movie reviews, comic book reviews. The reason I didn't actually do any reviews because I didn't buy any comics this week. Ugh. The ones that I was collecting didn't really come out, so I didn't buy anything. So next week we'll be going into comic book reviews, movie reviews, and everything that's geeky and nerdy, I guess. And yeah, so that being said, I'll check you guys next week. Peace, love, and light. Shout out to my favorite friend, Nia. Yes, peace out, everyone. Have a nice day, morning, afternoon, evening, night, good morning, whatever time zone the country you're at. Peace out. Remember, check out the Instagram page at Two British Nerds with a Z. And we're good to go. Peace out, man. Peace.